Today we're going to be talking more about, the radical Islamic takeover of New York City and currently the radical Islamic takeover of some political positions throughout America. I'm not one to really focus in on too many specific groups, but when 87% of something gets done by someone, there's something to look at. We'll go into more of that when we get more people coming into the live stream. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. If you guys didn't know, we are, like I said before in the last episode, we are moving into a new place. I'm still trying to search through my stuff and find where my Trump poster is, my Trump flags, and some of my other stuff. But when I find that, we're definitely going to do it on the back wall instead of doing it through the blinds like this. But this is the background we'll have for now. Hello, Kindred. How you doing? How you doing? We got some people coming in here. How are you, Code? How's everyone doing? Good evening. Good afternoon to some of you guys. I have to absolutely start this episode off by talking about Zohan Mandami. I mean, it is just absolutely crazy. This guy, on 4th of July, he went to prison. He went to prison to hang out with PDF files and watch the World Cup. You can't make this kind of stuff up. But there are socialists out there defending them. Socialists, communists, we can just go down the long list of horrendous stuff they did. The way I look at it is it's no different. But here, let's go ahead and pull up some backgrounds. I'm sure we have some interesting backgrounds that we can show you guys today as well. But yeah, there's no difference. There's no difference of the same playbook the commies and the leftists used back then as they use today. Literally identical, virtually identical. So you know what? I think it's only fitting that we put this up because Democrats really seem to like this. For whatever reason, they seem to really like this. I don't know why Democrats I don't know. They like something about this image. Maybe it's the Wojak. I don't know. Get those likes up there. Get those likes up there, guys, if you're just joining in. Someone said yesterday I was spamming. Today you'll be kind. All right. Thank you for the gift, though. Thank you for the gift, brother. But is this accurate? Communists then, communists now? Broke, entitled, lazy, narcissistic, psychopath, mass starvation. But then you got one new thing here. Joseph Stalin would be rolling in his grave to see a bunch of rainbow-haired weirdos following in this stuff. I am Anglo-Saxon, and I am a Protestant. I'm not 100% purebred. You know, I don't understand that. Where did Democrats get these names for? Like, every single Republican for a Democrat is a Cletus. And I'm just getting this straight from the comment section and online. Here, let me pin Kindred's comment. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I hope everyone's having a fantastic afternoon. And everything with Zohan Mandami, yeah, I'm American. What's up, Robert? How you doing, brother? I'm the definition of Cletus? Damn, I didn't know Cletus was doing so well in life. Cletus has a pool? Cletus has sunshine? Damn, I didn't know that. Doing good, brother. Good to hear. Good to hear. And Kendrick, I hope you are, feeling better as well. Join our Discord for debates. Yes, sir. I was trying to get all kinds of new people into debate the Discord. I'm looking for those radical Islamists, and I'm also looking for black Israelites. If you think you're a black Israelite, if you're a socialist, if you're a communist, if you're a leftist, or you just want to debate about Donald J. Trump, you can join our Discord. But can we get those likes up? I want to know something. Everyone out there saying that their rights got taken away. The only one taking away your rights is people like Zohan Mandami. He said he's going to target specifically the white man and tax him more than anyone else. He said, all we're going to do is add just 2% more tax and make the white man pay more. And nothing bad is going to happen. We're not going to lose any money. No one's going to leave New York. That would be insane. No one would ever move just because of taxes. That would be absurd. Wouldn't that just be absurd if someone just left because they can save hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes? Wow, that would be an absurd thing. Well, it turns out it's not that absurd. New York City lost $11 billion in tax revenue. $11 billion. And there's more millionaires and billionaires that are currently trying to leave New York City as well. But it's going to take them a little bit longer. Maybe they have properties to sell. Maybe they have families they have to move. Maybe they have businesses they have to move. But it doesn't really matter. So far, we're up to $11 billion lost in tax revenue. It's going to be literally impossible, just because of those people leaving, to balance the budget in New York City. The budget is not balanced at all. The pension funds have been pushed out, and it's not balanced. But let's get those likes up. Move away from America if you hate it so badly. God bless America. That's what I'm talking about. New York City makes New York's own fate. I do like that new guy for governor. Hopefully New York, the state, can get a governor. So yeah, I like some of the Republican candidates. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. I cannot remember their names off the top of my head. But yeah, join our Discord for debates. Must be 18 and plus. And no, I don't want to hear about how the ruling class in communism isn't broke or entitled or lazy. Because I already know in every single society there's a ruling class. And they are never broke. So don't even give me that bullshit about so-and-so wasn't broke. I'm not even trying to rage bait. If this upsets you, it's probably because it's true. It's probably because it's true. Oh, we got a bunch of angry Democrats. How about instead of throwing insults around, you actually prove yourself? Prove that your ideology is correct. Prove that your stance on politics is right. You're not going to. You're not going to prove anything because you can't. Just dumber than a box of rocks. Can't prove any points for anybody. Can't debate me. Being called a Democrat literally is an insult nowadays. I mean, even anti-Trumpers don't want to be called Democrats. They don't want to be called Democrats. You want to know why they don't want to be called Democrats? Because the Democrat Party is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Look at Tampon Tim. He's literally letting off PDF files. Look at Zohan Muhammad Mandami. He's a socialist communist bastard. And during the World Cup, he spent his evening in prison hanging out with a bunch of chomos and murderers. That seems like a great place to spend your time watching television with prisoners and rewarding criminal bastards by letting you hang out with them. Fuck that. That is 100% true, Kindred. Got a question? Drop a super chat. No spamming. Spamming will not get seen. And by the way, I do read every single super chat. Just a reminder for y'all. I thought I barely swore in this live stream, I feel like, but I got a sailor's mouth. I'm not here to deny that. A lot of independents and old school conservatives don't like Trump. No, they do like Trump. A lot of old school Democrats love Trump. Same thing with old school Republicans. No one's trying to be edgy. I'm just here to present you the facts. Just here to present you the facts here. Is this a little bit better so you can see everything? Do you want to bet $100, Gabriel, that Republicans get more government assistance? Because that's 100% false. I actually have the data right in front of me, my computer right here, on Democrats versus Republicans as far as the welfare data goes. We can be pulling that up right here in one moment. But I don't think you're ready to get embarrassed as far as Democrats receiving 61% of all the welfare. You can do a Google search. I'm the only debate YouTuber out here that actually recommends you looking it up for yourself, because even if I show you the source, you're not going to believe it. Democrats have nearly twice as likelihood of getting a college degree, but they have like 3 times the likelihood of being on welfare. So you can look it up yourself. Democrats have way higher rates of welfare. It's fucking crazy the amount of welfare Democrats get. I mean, they love doing Social Security fraud, Medicare fraud. We just found massive amounts of Medicare fraud, massive amounts. And we found massive amounts of illegal alien immigrants voting, over 250,000 of them. Why is all this fraud happening from the Democrats? Honestly, I'm trying to give you all the benefit of the doubt, but you know, it's scam after scam after scam. Is the Democrat Party just about stealing people's money? But let's get those likes up, guys. Let's get those likes up. If I'm so dumb, come join the Discord. Let's have a conversation. Let's debate one-on-one. Let's find out who's smarter. Let's find out who's smarter. I cite you sources all the time, and you don't believe me no matter what. So some of these Democrats I've seen in these chats over and over and over again. You can literally do a quick Google search yourself. Who receives more welfare, Democrats or Republicans? It'll take you a whole 10 seconds. If you're not willing to do that, then you're probably just too lazy to do any research for yourself ever. You're probably just a lost cause. Elon Musk does not get welfare. Corporate welfare does not exist. That's just a term that lazy, broke losers made up. Fuel prices are under $4 a gallon. Grocery prices are up. The economy is booming. Stock market at all-time highs. Over 500,000 millionaires were created in the last, since 2025 alone. Over 500,000 millionaires were created. Just in the United States alone, 250,000 in the first year of Trump's presidency. The economy is not stagnating. The GDP is up. The GDP per capita is up. The stock market's up almost 50% since Trump got in office. I mean, I don't know what metrics you're looking at as far as the economy goes, but you're probably just a commie. Likely just a commie. As far as Benjamin Netanyahu, 81% of people in Gaza voted for Hamas back in 2006 for one sole purpose, and that was to destroy Israel. So it's kind of hard. Actually, 89% of them voted for Hamas for one sole purpose, to destroy Israel and go to war with them. So it's kind of hard to feel empathy for a population of people where 89% of the Palestinians voted for terrorists. For one single purpose, those terrorists promised them that they would go after Jews and Israelis. Kids, there's not a single country on this earth. There is not a single country on this earth that has not unalived innocent kids. So if you want to play that game, then I guess every single country on earth is evil and demonic and we're all villains. But let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. It's 100% true. It's hard to say. It's hard for the Western mind to understand that when you have a whole tribe of people or a whole group of people, if 89% of them vote for terrorists, if 89% of them vote for the devil, then that's going to cause issues for them. And there's nothing that we can do about it. That's been the reality of every single civilization. If one group does something evil, just like we had to take out the Nazis, and not every single person there was 100% evil. A lot of them probably hated that they were forced to do it. A lot of them died because they were fighting against Hitler, but they knew that it was futile to fight against the Nazis back then. That's called FAO. Yeah, that's exactly what it's called. Shout out to my friend in Israel. Shout out to you, brother. I mean, it is what it is. The Western mind just can't understand that if the majority of the population is terrorists, it's going to be really hard to save the innocent people, if not impossible. And even the international courts, they say if a country has 50% of terrorists, then you have to take out the whole thing. Or they say, if a country's 50% terrorist and you go to war with them, then you got to do what you got to do. GDP has not decreased, not at all. There hasn't been a single year so far where we've had a negative GDP. Where are Democrats getting their news from that we're going into negative GDP? The last time that we had a quarter of negative GDP was under Joe Biden, and that was in 2022 and I think 2023. That's the last time our GDP was starting to go into the negative, and we were damn near bordering on a recession. I mean, some people say we did have a recession. We had a flash crash in the stock market. It was the shortest stock market crash in history. GDP growth, we're still growing. GDP's still up, quarter after quarter. What's wrong with being a Zionist? That's my question. But listen, if you guys want to show some love, get those likes up, drop some super chats, drop some memberships, I really, really appreciate it. No one in the chat lives in the Middle East but me. Sit and shut up if you don't live here. Chat, go watch CNN Live and take another booster shot. Yeah, I'm all on the board with you, man. I already know they don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like. But I can only imagine if something similar like that happened in America. Let's pretend for a second that Detroit was filled with 89% terrorists and they bombed Florida. Do you think Florida's not going to retaliate even if innocent people get taken out? The same exact thing could happen here. I mean, it did happen. Look at the Civil War. Look at the Civil War. That's basically what I'm describing. But we didn't have all these bombs and explosives back then, but women and children died. But no one was stupid enough to start screaming about genocide. But let's get those likes up, guys. Let's get those likes up. There will always be casualties of war. There hasn't been a single war, a single conflict throughout history that did not have casualties. Well, the Civil War, you can argue, was a genocide because that's exactly what I just described. That's exactly what I just described. Climate change is happening very slowly. It's not something that we need to spend hundreds of billions of dollars a year on like Joe Biden did throughout like a couple years, not a year, but he spent about $200 billion on climate change that didn't even exist. Way more than we spent on this war. Way more. Joe Biden literally spent about 7 times as much as we spent on this Iran war on climate change. And we got 0 fucking results. So we spent hundreds of billions of dollars on climate change to get 0 fucking results. But Democrats think it's a problem where we spend $50 billion to protect our country from nuclear armament. Like, what can I tell you? In my opinion, I do think climate change is a joke. There's a reason they had to change the name from global warming to climate change. Because people were starting to catch on that global warming doesn't exist. You can't just keep telling people that Miami's going to be underwater and then Florida gets hit with cold winter after cold winter and the meteorologist is telling you it's colder than ever in Florida. And you know, this is just a random example. This wasn't recently, but let's get those likes up. Listen, all you smart-ass Democrats, I'm trying to get some of y'all in the Discord, but none of you have the balls to debate me. You don't have the balls. Benjamin Netanyahu is never going to get arrested. He's a great man. He doesn't deserve to get arrested. And not to mention, your boy, Zohan Muhammad Mandami, just admitted that he was a lying sack of shit. And he broke another one of his campaign promises. He promised y'all he was going to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu. And then he couldn't do it because he's a pussy and he has no power. So what can I tell you? He's just an idiot. Just an idiot. I never decline you. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? I don't even know who you are. I don't decline anyone on debates. Not unless there's a damn good reason to do so. Listen, if y'all think you're smarter than me, then come and give your opinions and prove me wrong and debate me. If your ideology is so correct, it should be easy to debate me, right? It should be easy to prove your point. I never denied you. I don't know who any of y'all are. The only thing you gotta do is join the Discord if you want to debate. It's that damn simple. Y'all talking about, you denied me, you denied me. I did not deny shit. We got a new Discord link literally in the bio if the ones in the chat don't work. I'm asking for it. I'm begging for it. Where are the commies? Where are the socialists? Where are the Muhammad lovers? Where are my Pislamics? Where are they? Who wants to debate? You're looking for my Discord right now? It's in the link in the bio. If you guys really care so much about if you think my voice is feminine, that just tells me what kind of women you like. Because I've never dated any women or been with any women that have a voice like me. So, if that's what y'all like, if you're just gay, homosexual, communist, that's fine. But don't be pushing it on everybody else. Yeah, join my Discord. No one's getting denied. We're accepting all debates. I don't care if you have a YouTube channel or not. Good to see you, Gio. How you doing, brother? That's what I'm talking about. We stand with Israel. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. What kind of person lies about being denied? I don't know, a bunch of random internet trolls. This is only an 18 plus Discord. Just to remind y'all. Just to remind y'all, this is an 18 plus Discord. Thank you, Scotty. This is an 18 and plus Discord. So no such thing as communism here. I don't know what you mean by that. You get paid by the CIA? No, I get paid by the Mossad, not the CIA. Limbaugh is a legend. A lot of you Democrats out there hating on Rush Limbaugh, just know you're not leaving any kind of legacy, even kind of familiar to Rush Limbaugh whatsoever. We aren't going to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu. Benjamin Netanyahu is not a criminal. Not a criminal. He's never gonna get arrested. I would put a lot of money on that. If anyone would want to bet, I would put a lot of money that Benjamin Netanyahu never goes to jail. He's not a war criminal. A man defending his country from pieces of fucking terrorist shit is not a war criminal. There's no genocide going on. There's terrorists. Every single time Muslims lose battles, all they fucking do is play the victim. Like, we even have Muslims now in the United States that if you don't accept their Islamic bullshit, that they're gonna call you a bigot or a racist or one of these other names. Like, really? Now you're gonna go fucking completely leftist on me? You're gonna pretend like you're a leftist? Oh, Michael, we don't know each other, Michael. You mind your business and I'll mind my business. Adios. He's a war criminal, says the people literally beheading people for centuries. Awesome. Join the Discord if you guys want to get in on the debate. I see I am lagging a little bit. Hopefully it straightens out. Oh, you made a second account. Yeah, winning is getting and moving into a new home. That's winning. So I don't know what to tell you, but adios. Democrats are extra broke. That's why they get triggered by this. Broke, entitled, lazy, narcissistic. Definitely the Democrat Socialists, there's no denying that shit. They don't even got $100 to their name. Why the fuck else would you follow socialism or communism? Either A, you don't know what it is, or B, you have no money. And it's normally B. And even people that have no money, they want to get money and they want to work for it. That's why you have to be lazy. That's why you have to be lazy. You can't just be broke. You also have to be lazy, entitled, and narcissistic. That's what I'm talking about, man. Fuck the commies. Fuck the commies. Trump is slowly cutting the U.S. out of world trade. Sir, we've had more trade in the last year and 7 months than any other time. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Yep, they project and gaslight. That's all they do. Yeah, commies are not really the most peaceful people, are they? Trump 2028, brother. Trump 2028. What am I gaslighting? How am I gaslighting? Am I fucking lying? Am I lying? I've seen Democrats. I've seen regular Democrats. I've seen Trump supporters. I've seen independents. I've seen Europeans. I've seen people from Africa dropping super chats. But the only people that are broke are the communists and the socialist Democrats. They're all broke. Every single one of them. And a large amount of the Democrat Party is broke as well. At least the majority of them. Let's get the likes way, way, way up there, guys. Oh, here we go. You're all projecting. I understand. The Democrat Party is a joke right now. Even if the Democrat Party wins the House of Representatives or they win the Senate, it's not going to be the Democrat Party. It's going to be the communist Muslims. So you're still going to lose no matter what. Here's the options for the Democrat Party. Either you lose to Trump or you lose to radical Islamic Muslims. I mean, the Democrat Party isn't winning the midterms. Now, they might label it as the Democrat Socialist. They might label it as Democrat Socialist, but there's no such thing as Democrat Socialist. You cannot be democratic and be socialist. Because to be socialist, you are seizing the means of production, and you're seizing private property, and you're seizing businesses. So no, you cannot. The Democrat Party, the DSA, is a joke. You literally got a grown-ass man, and he's like transgender or whatever, talking about he has his periods through his asshole. That's disgusting. That's literally what, you can't even make this shit up. Even if the Democrats win, they're still a joke. And they've only proven that. This election has done nothing but embarrass Democrats. Nothing but embarrass them. I mean, we got Graham Plattner. He dropped out of the race. Because he was accused of all the same shit that you know. An innocent man doesn't drop out of the race. Don't spam, brother. I'm not going to debate you right now. You're going to have to wait till the next stream, and I promise we can. Abraham Lincoln, who do you think did better, Abraham Lincoln or Trump? Better in what aspect? What scumbags is Trump endorsing? All these allegations you guys have made, I always look into them and they're bullshit. Like the guy from Texas, he was never accused of any crimes. He never let anyone off. He was a prosecutor. He prosecuted them and gave them the standard punishment for the crime. So no, there's no one that Trump is endorsing that's bad. The one guy you said that was from Texas, the only thing he did was he prosecuted someone and he gave them the regular penalty for the crimes, which unfortunately was not a lot of penalties. It was not a lot of time in prison, or it might have even been probation. I don't remember the case, but that's unfortunately what happens. That's the standard protocol. Dems are lazy, low IQ, and mentally ill, but you know. A whole lot of projection in your comments, bro. I know. It's always projection with these people. There's nothing more that bothers them than this. I mean, I got to step up from this if any of y'all want to see it. This is not a new war, brother. Not a new war. You might want to learn a little bit about history. Let's get those likes way, way, way up there. A clue about what? I'm from Florida, brother. I'm not from Europe. What about Biden? Listen. Oh, you Democrats are getting angry. I don't even got to say anything. If I just let y'all see this. There's nothing on earth that's going to make Democrats give you more death threats than just showing this. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. Yeah, Congress said we can attack Iran without congressional approval. That's what Congress said. They said it was perfectly legal because the President of the United States can do military actions without congressional approval. If you disagree with it, then have the laws changed. But that's currently how it works now. This guy says he has more money than a Trump supporter. You don't got no more money than anyone. You don't even got $100 in your bank account. That's because you're a Democrat. You should have thought first before following the ideology of victimhood. The ideology of victimhood. Crazy. We have equal rights. We have equal rights. I would even argue that a lot of y'all have way more equal rights than us. Way more. So if Biden went to war, you'd be cool with it? If he bombed Iran, a whole bunch of them, yeah. No, you don't. No, you don't, Daniel. You really don't. Trump already disavowed the Ku Klux Klan like 100 times over, brother. Y'all really asking for more equal rights? I mean, a lot of people have better rights. I mean, I would argue women in this country have better rights than men. And I can give multiple examples of that, but we're not even going to go down that road. Trump got no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. No, Florida's tourism is booming. It's actually the fastest growing state in the entire country. I know you're jealous of it because everyone in Florida is doing well, making money, getting wealthy. Meanwhile, everyone in California and all these other states are going poor because they got to give 70, 60% of their fucking money to the government because they're full-blown retards. Imagine living somewhere where you literally you make $100 and you decide to give the government $50. Like, what kind of crack are you smoking? You need to move the fuck out of wherever that is. Those no tax amount to shit? Yeah, that's because you don't make shit. Of course the tax relief doesn't amount to shit. You would have to make shit to get a tax relief. That's what I talk about. Broke, entitled, lazy. They're saying, oh, it didn't help me. That's because you didn't make any fucking money. You didn't make any fucking money. That's why. No, I would not like to see Florida have a population of 75 million. Fuck that. Fuck that. All you Democrats in chat's talking, oh, I got money. If you broke ass Democrats in chat got money, drop $100 super chat. You can't though because you just broke as shit. You don't even got $2 to your name. I don't want to hear any more people in chat talking about, oh, I got money. You know you don't. Stop lying. Anyone can hop on this app and say they're a billionaire. Get the hell out of here. No, there's no innocent people that I really know of that are, getting attacked by the U.S. right now. Not a single person. Oh, nobody. Y'all don't have it. Y'all don't got it. Over 500 U.S. troops died in 2023 just in training exercises under Joe Biden. You didn't give a fuck about those soldiers when they died, did you? You didn't care about those soldiers when they died. Literally, 500 soldiers died in training exercises. Literally, 500 soldiers died in 2023, 2022, and 2024 in training exercises. Not a single Democrat ever mentioned them. Not a single Democrat ever prayed for their families. Not a single Democrat ever gave a fuck about them. Y'all just have fake fucking outrage. What a bunch of fake fucking outrage from the Democrat Party. Oh, 18 people died at war with Iran. What about the 500 motherfuckers that died in 2024? What about the 500 motherfuckers that died in 2023? What about the 500 motherfuckers that died in 2022? Do you not give a shit? Do you not give a shit about life, or you only care about it when it's selective outrage? Selective outrage. What is your opinion on pineapple on pizza? Asking for a friend. Pineapple definitely goes on pizza. I actually want a pizza, I'm not going to lie. I've been thinking about that today. No, it's not a false exaggeration. Look up how many soldiers died in training in 2023. I can go number by number by number by number, incident by incident by incident by incident. Get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up. I'm okay with Canada becoming the 51st state as long as they don't get any voting power in the United States. Obviously, they would, though, if they became the 51st state. So I'd probably say no for that reason alone. We don't need any more full-blown libtarded voters. They already ruined their own country. We don't need them coming a part of our country and ruining our country. Fuck them. I can't tell if these are bots or leftists really are stupid. No, I would probably say they really are this stupid. Probably would say they really are this stupid. Obviously, we'd never win another election if Canada became the 51st state. Like, why the fuck would you even say that? Canada's literally in a recession, and you think that's a good example of what a country should be like? 40,000 people dying a year that have quote-unquote free healthcare that's not even free, that they pay like thousands of dollars a year for, and then they die waiting in line for a hospital visit, and then you got their economy that's officially in a fucking recession. You got the Canadian dollar, one US, or one... 67, it's 95 deaths in the training in the military in 2023. You're way off. No, it's not 93. It's way more than that. Way, way more than that. Either way, I'll go ahead and concede to your argument. 95. Okay, did anyone care about any of those people that died? Did anyone care about any of those military that died in training? Let's say that my number is wrong. I'll go ahead and concede to your argument. I'll go ahead and concede. Let's say that 95 people died. Okay, why the fuck did nobody talk about that, but now they're going to have selective outrage about 19 people dying? Can you make it make sense? Can you make it make sense or not? James Fishback, he looks like he's bought and controlled. He looks like he's bought and controlled, to be honest with you. But I like some of his policies. I'm not a big fan of his view on Israel. But he has some pretty good policies here and there. So I'm not going to 100% hate on it. No, I mean, we can conquer Canada, but I don't want to give them any voting rights. I don't want to give Canada any voting rights whatsoever. Do you really think Trump could run a third term? I mean, yeah, technically he could if he changed the Constitution. FDR won 4 elections and then he died. But yeah, we could change the Constitution. I mean, Trump already is going to be president in 2028 and 2029 no matter what, but I mean, it is what it is. Get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up. Who is we? No, Canada could never earn voting rights. Not unless they just completely change their ways. The Constitution can be changed. 2/3 of Congress. The Constitution has been changed 3 times. We're not going to have this disingenuous argument that the Constitution can't be changed. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Plenty of way more active duty soldiers passed away under Joe Biden than Trump. So I don't want you to spread that bullshit just because you have TDS. Just because you have TDS. But if you want to debate, you can join the Discord down below. You can join the Discord down below. I don't even want to conquer Canada. And if I did, they can have all the same rights. I just don't want them to vote. Chat is too scared to join the Discord. Because if they join the Discord, they get proven wrong in seconds. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I've already been to Canada. It's a fucking shithole. I've been to over 21 countries now, and I definitely do not want to visit Canada again, unless it's to my friend's bagel shop in Alberta. Then maybe I would. That's the only case I would. Let's get those likes up, guys. If you love the President of the United States, drop some W's in chat. I'm trying to see how many Trump supporters we got out here. And why is it a shithole exactly? Well, I went to Ontario, and Toronto and the whole place of Ontario smells like feet, curry, and human shit. I'm not trying to bait anyone into dropping a $100 super chat, especially since y'all don't got it. I don't want you to get a cash advance to drop me a super chat. That'd be fucked up. Democrats getting a cash advance from the local cash advance in place. That'd be crazy. What do you think is the best U.S. state right now? I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. No, they could never rob me in a million years. I didn't get robbed in Toronto. If anyone, I would rob them. But not actually, because I'm a nice guy. But what do you think the best state is now? I mean, if you're talking about overall living quality, I don't know, maybe Florida, or maybe like Utah, or like one of those states that are way the fuck out there. Or I don't know. And there's a bunch of different places, but if you're talking about like the most beautiful, I would say Florida, Hawaii, and I would even say California, even though, you know, it's a shithole currently. I wouldn't fucking recommend to live there. Ontario smelled like shit because you let a bunch of illegal alien immigrants in. You let a bunch of criminals come into the country. That's why it smells like shit. Arizona's pretty cool. Arizona's pretty cool. It's a little bit hot out there, but there's definitely lots of benefits. Where did I get my hat? From the Trump store. We do not need 800 million people in Florida. Please stop, man. Please, 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 I'm begging you. Please stop. Any reason you aren't sensible and push for libertarianism? Yeah, because libertarians are very soft on criminals, and I think people that, you know, do things, you know, do crimes to women and children, I think they should never get out of prison. I don't give a fuck if it's a first offense or not. I really don't care if it's a first offense or not. If you do something to women and children, you should get life in prison. Get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up. Florida's not a shithole. You've probably never been to Florida because you can't afford to leave your city. Arizona has always been kind of a purple state, and one of the reasons they're turning blue is because of a lot of illegal alien immigrants moving in. And just a lot of Democrats from California, and also, no, you've never been to Florida because you can't afford to go. And if you say it's a shithole, that's because you're poor and you were in a poor area, so that's why it was a shithole. You can go to any state in the country, and if you're poor, you're going to be in the shit area, and it's going to be shit. What else to tell you? I don't even know who you are. This is the first time I've seen your comment, but I really don't care what you think. Okay, Act, then go up north. Go to one of the Yankee states. Abortion is murder. Oh, y'all are angry. It's okay. I would be angry if I look like you too. I get it. Adios. Adios. Texas is pretty decent. Texas is pretty decent, but it's hot as balls. What's up, Josh? How you doing, brother? No, I definitely look better than you. I know that much. No, not a single Democrat can compete with me on any metric. I'll just go ahead and say that. If you want free speech, go on the road and start screaming your lungs out about it. Hey, hell yeah, man. What kind of guitar did you get? What kind of guitar? Let's see. Maybe we can pull Dustley into here. I don't know. Let's see. Where the fuck is Dustley at? Boo-hoo. Oh, you hate Arizona? Okay. Well, I've been to 21 states in like 21 plus countries. Oh. You know what, moderators? I'm just gonna give y'all full permission to go on these Democrats. Do what you want to do. I've been holding back on these Democrats, but I'm gonna let all the moderators in chat do whatever you want to do. If you want to time someone out, go ahead and time them out left and right. Because I just think it's funny. If you want your message to be heard, you gotta drop a super chat. If you're just gonna keep spamming, I give the moderators full fucking premises today to just wipe the floor with these. Boot them out. Boot them all out. Hell yeah, dark side. That's awesome. Hey man, happy late birthday, Pretzels. I hope you had a good one, brother. This is not a free speech fucking platform. You can't come on here and say whatever you want. This is a private business. This is a private business. You can't just say whatever you want to say on here. Not how it works. That's not YouTube's rules. You're on the YouTube platform. It's their rules. It's their rules. Shout out the Canadian conservatives out there. I do got a lot of respect for y'all. When I say that I think Ontario's a shithole, I got nothing against the Canadian people. I actually love Canadians. Like real Canadians. No, I can handle opposing views. I just can't handle brain dead libtards. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of the brain dead libtards. Today, I'm just going to give the moderators full permission back again. Any stream you see today, any dumbasses, you can just boot them out. Just straight up kick them out because I'm done with these guys. I understand this pisses them off. And if this pisses you off to drop some bullshit comment, you should be booted off. What did I say that was racist? What did I say that was racist? I'm being honest. What did I say that was racist? Like, here we go with Copeland. Anytime you challenge these people, racist, bigotry, don't give a fuck about these words. If you're a socialist, please join my Discord, please. I feel sorry for you, James. You're wasting all your energy to be negative and hate on people. That's not going to get you anywhere in life. That's probably why you're at where you're at, which is broke, entitled, lazy, narcissistic. I love just having this up, so every time I see a dumbass in the chat, I can just point to this and tell them that they're all of these things and that they're probably also this. I haven't heard any points from them. It's either propaganda they heard or it's barking insults. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. But if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to find Dustley so we can get him on here. Let's see, is he ready? Ready? Let's ask him. Democrats are some of the most racist people I know. Yeah, the Democrats aren't going to win the midterms no matter what. Here's the options as a Democrat. You can either lose the midterms against Republicans, or you can lose the midterms against Democrat, socialist, Islamic Muslims. There's no other option. Literally zero other option. Oh, Kendall, I get it, Kendall. I would be mad if I was you too. It's okay. Life sucks being a Democrat, I know. Now go live your shitty life and get off my channel. Peace out. The trolls are finally gone, y'all. We can have our peace and silence now and talk about something serious. What if they rigged the midterms? If they don't pass the Save America Act, it is rigged. I don't really give a damn about hate. I don't care about the hate. The hate messages don't bother me. The thing that bothers me is y'all filling up the fucking chats with no serious conversations or questions going on. It's just pure stupidity. That's the part that pisses me off more than anything. Why can't you just be normal motherfuckers and have a regular political conversation instead of just saying the stupidest fucking possible things in existence? You don't have any serious arguments. If you have any serious arguments, join the Discord and tell me why your precious socialism and communism is so good. I ain't getting sad. I don't give a fuck. I'm used to this. I've just been ignoring the brain rot. Just at the moment, I can't take the brain rot. You expect socialists to be smart, and the fact that socialists and the fact they are socialists shows how stupid they are. Yeah, I know. We are proud crackers. Pass the SAVE Act. Pass the SAVE Act. Here, let's see if I can call Dustley. Is it even calling? I don't know. Now it's calling. You are crazy, John. You are crazy. Join my Discord. Do you want Trump or someone else to run in 2028? I mean, if Trump runs in 2028, I would vote for him. If Donald ran, or if any other, conservative like Trump Jr. or Trump's other sons ran, I would vote for him. That would be a Trump, and Hey, that's what I'm talking about, kids. I'm proud to be with y'all as well. What boggles my mind is that the system that the American liberals want already exists in other countries, and it's shit. No fucking kidding. No fucking kidding. No, that doesn't make you racist. Tariffs for a wildfire? What are you talking? Oh yeah. No, he didn't do the tariffs for a wildfire. He didn't even do the tariffs for a wildfire. I thought he did the tariffs for a wildfire, and I thought that was amazing. But he didn't even do the tariffs for a wildfire. Hey, I agree with you, kids. Can we get some super chats for the hard work? Because we're planning on doing some long streams tonight. This evening, that is. Because we're trying to lure some more socialists or socialists into debating, or some radical Islamists. Yeah, my stomach is better now that I had soup and I took a shit ton of medication. Get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up. Yeah, I'm sure he probably is an American. Mass starvation, is that why you said that America needs mass starvation? Is it because you're jealous your socialism and your communist ideology always leads to mass starvation? The prices aren't high at all, honestly, but if you're a young adult, 18, 19, 20 years old, I can 100% understand why you probably feel like prices are high, because you're just entering the job market. You're not like someone that's like a little bit older, like in their 30s or their 40s. But prices have gone down since Trump came into office. Prices were higher under Biden for certain items. That's a no-brainer. Steak was more expensive. Chicken was more expensive. Beef was more expensive. Well, they want us to suffer because it's the only way socialism is socialism. It's pure evil. Pure evil. I mean, you're trying to troll me right now and talk about the queer community or whatever. But the funny thing about the queer community is it's harder for someone that's Republican or MAGA to go hang out in the queer community than it is a queer to hang out in the MAGA community. That would be easier. These people say they're accepting and that they're open arms. Bull fucking shit. Bullshit. That's perfect example right there. Perfect example right there. Hey, what's up, Mick? How you doing, bro? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. But we are going to probably end the stream in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Hopefully we will get our guest on here, Dustley. Marco Rubio would have my vote. He's a beast and a true American. Oh, I think Marco Rubio would be way better than J.D. Vance. Way, way better than J.D. Vance, my opinion. Way, way better. I mean, who would you guys rather have? J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio? There is no such thing as socialism with capitalism. How can you, if socialism is about seizing private business and private ownership of private property, how the fuck can you have a capitalist, socialist society? That doesn't exist. You're talking about a social democracy. Well, let's get 16 years. 8 if Rubio, no more Democrats. I'd rather have Rubio, but I think Vance will lead Republican. Social Security is not a socialist or communist. That's a public welfare system. That's a social thing. We pay into Social Security. Social Security is not socialist. Because they're not seizing the means of production. They're not seizing any private property. I mean, it's literally not socialist. You can look up yourself. Is Social Security socialist? It'll tell you no. You pay in by the money you earn. It's a capitalist system. Yeah, it's not socialist. Nothing about it is socialist. It's a social welfare system, but just because it's social doesn't mean that it's socialist. Social Security is social democracy. I agree. Okay, we agree there. We agree there. So far, so good. I wonder where the Dustler's at. Where's the Dustler? America is the furthest thing from socialism. Alright guys, we got about another minute or so. If you guys got any final questions, comments, whatever you want to talk about, you can drop some super chats, or we'll be coming back in a moment for another episode. Hopefully with the Dustler. Meet Comrade. Please join the Discord. No, social democracy and socialist democracy are two different things. Completely. Social and socialist are not interchangeable words. There's a difference between a social democrat and a socialist democrat. Abortion is murder, but that's going to be the last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to hop out of here now and try to get the other guests to come into the stream, but I'll be in the Discord if you guys want to debate.